Good morning. It is Wednesday, and we are today continuing to look at the idea of fighting the flesh. Yesterday we looked at First Peter, and again we're going to look at those same passages or those same verses. First Peter chapter 2, verses 9 through 12. But I'm not going to read them again because I did yesterday. Let me just point us to one verse so I can look at one idea out of that. Beloved, I urge you as sojourners and exiles to abstain from the passions of the flesh, which wage war against your soul. So we looked at the idea of how our passions wage war against our soul. Even the passion for food I started looking at yesterday. Now, let me continue that idea of looking at the passions that wage war against our soul, because you might think, and I do think, what in the world, what if my passion is food? How do I abstain from it? You can only fast for about 40 days until you start starving, which I've never done. However, how is that done? How do you abstain from food if it's your passion? Well, remember, it wages war against your soul. And so what it does is that passion for food, if you're trying to find comfort or anything else in that food that it's not meant to deliver, which is just energy, life-sustaining energy and some enjoyment that we might show what God is like, it wages war when it demands to be obeyed, and I get fat and therefore I can't show the glory of God like I otherwise could. What happens? How do I abstain from that? Because to abstain from something is to step back, is to not be enslaved to something. And so how do we abstain from food if it's our passion? Well, let me suggest this. Fill your cupboards with things that you're not finding comfort in, right? So like for me, ice cream, steak, Costco rotisserie chicken, Trader Joe meringues. So these things I love, and I might be tempted to find my comfort in instead of the Lord and His great love for me. And if it's really a problem and I can't hold back my passions, then I need to fill my cupboards with things like green beans. Oh yeah, if I filled my cupboard with things like green beans, I would be super skinny. So anyway, just a thought. Oftentimes we have to discipline ourselves, and a lot of times that discipline has to happen before the moment to fill our cupboards with things that don't comfort us in the food. So it forces us to find our comfort in the Lord. Okay, guys, well, you get the idea. Allow the Lord, take some time, go read the passage again. Allow the Lord to illuminate what's going on in your soul. See if there's passions that are waging a war against it and not allowing you to glorify God. And then ask Him for wisdom on how to fight and abstain from those passions. It's going to be a better life. Okay, guys, God bless you, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.